Hi and welcome to this video. In this video, we will discuss the benefits and contributions of an employee.
Minimum wage is the lowest remuneration that employers can legally pay their employees. The basis of the minimum wage rates shall be the normal working hours of 8 hours a day. It has ranged because the minimum wage is different based on classification. For example, in Bacolod City, Region 6, for the non-agricultural sectors with more than 10 workers, the minimum wage is 395, whereas if you only have 10 workers and below, the minimum wage would be 310 and 315 if you're part of the agricultural sector. Holiday pay is a benefit that is mandated to be applied to all employees except the following: field personnel, establishment with less than 10 workers, housemaid, government employees, managers, officers, contract-based workers, and commission-based workers. This means that all employers are required to give this benefit to all the employees except the 8 categories of employees that I stated. For the holiday pay, the employee is entitled to receive the normal daily rate even though he or she didn't work during the regular holiday. For example, if I didn't go to work on November 30, which is a regular holiday because it is Bonifacio Day, I will still receive my daily wage rate if I went to work on the previous work day, which is November 28, because November 29 is my rest day since it is Sunday. On the other hand, if I work on a regular holiday, I will get double paid for that day. The regular holiday is also the rest day of the employee. Work performed on a said day is daily rate times 2.6.
Number 3. Premium pay. Premium pay refers to the higher wages given to employees who work less desirable hours. This includes holidays, weekends, vacation days, or anything over 8 hours a day. According to rules set forth by the Fair Labor Standard Acts, premium pay needs to be ordered in advance. That means premium pay would need to be ordered and approved before the holiday or weekend when you need your workers on hand. The only exception would be if there are compelling reasons for why premium pay needs to be offered immediately. Every employee needs to be eligible for premium pay. No one can be excluded from receiving it. Additionally, someone who has the power to give overtime pay to employees is not allowed to give overtime pay to himself or herself. Overtime pay. Overtime pay means the compensation which a customs officer is entitled to receive, in excess of the officer's base pay for performing officially assigned work, in excess of the 40 hours of the officer's regularly scheduled administrative work week, or in excess of 8 hours in a day, which may include commute compensation. Overtime pay within the limits prescribed by the Act is includable for federal retirement benefit purposes.
Night shift differential. This is said to be that there is an additional of 10% to the regular pay of each employee from time 10:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. But this is mandated to be applied to all except of the following. First is the government employees. Second is retail and service establishments, regularly employing not more than 5 workers. Third is the kasambahay, or the persons who do personal service of another. Fourth is the employees in a managerial or the managerial employees. Fifth is the officers or members in a managerial staff. And lastly is the field personnel whose time and performance are unsupervised by an employee. Next is service charges. This covers to all establishments who collect service charges such as hotels, restaurants, and etc. This is also intended to every employee except managers. All service charges collected shall be distributed completely and equally based on the actual hours or days of work by the covered employees. This shall be given every twice a month basis.
13-month pay. If you are working in a company for at least 1 month, you are entitled a 13-month pay that should be given on or before December 24. If you're already separated with your company, you can still receive your 13-month pay during your last pay. The benefit is mandated to all employees except the following. The computation is the total basic salary that you earn within a year divided by 12, and that is your 13-month pay. Separation pay. If an employee is terminated just for cause, for example, gross and habitual neglect of duty, fraud, or commission of crime, and other causes, they have the possibility to be terminated, and that termination doesn't have a separation pay. On the other hand, termination is for authorized causes because separation pay is due. Take note that you have 3 years in a service. It is considered as 4 years because 6 months is rounded up to 1 year. And this is the two possible computations of separation pay. First, 1/2 of monthly payment per year of service. If your separation is due for retrenchment, closure of establishment, or health reasons not curable within 6 months. If your monthly payment is 30,000, you have to times the half of it, which is 15,000 times 4 years of service, and the total is 60,000, and that is your separation pay. Second, your monthly pay of year for service. If your separation pay is due to labor-saving devices such as new technology in your company, redundancy of your position, and impossible reinstatement of former position, 30,000 times 4 years of service is 12,000, and that is your separation pay.
Number 9. Retirement pay. Employees shall be retired at the age of 60 or more, but not later than 65 years old. In addition, employees must have served the establishment for at least 5 years. The benefits are mandated to all employees except government employees or establishments with 10 or less workers. The minimum retirement pay shall be equivalent to 22.5 days of wage for every year of service. Number 10. Benefits under the Employees Compensation Program. The Employees Compensation Program is a government program designed to provide a compensation package to public and private sector employees or their dependents in the event work-related sickness, injury, disability, or death. Employees can claim only for work-connected sickness, injuries, or death. You will file your claim in Government Service Insurance System or GSIS if you are a government employee, and to the SSS or Social Security System if you are under private sector employee. If the said benefits of the employees are not being implemented by the boss, HR, Finance, or Payroll Department despite following up with them, you may contact DOLE for proper proceedings. Contributions of an employee. All employed persons under the age of 60 who earned a monthly income of more than 1,000 pesos are required to contribute to the 3 social insurance funds. Government employees under the retirement age of 65 and officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, Philippine National Police, Bureau of Fire Protection, Bureau of Child Management and Penology, and the Philippines Coast Guard who are under the age of 60 are mandated by law to contribute to the GSIS. Both private and government employees must contribute to the Pag-ibig Fund and PhilHealth. Membership is optional. However, for self-employed persons, overseas Filipino workers, and non-working spouses. Foreign nationals working in the Philippines must also make contributions to SSS, HDMF, and PhilHealth. Membership is mandatory unless exempt under some of the Philippines totalization agreements.